Well, good evening to those of you who are joining us here tonight. Thank you for your interest in our program. My name's Robert Hachia. I'm an associate professor in the College of Education, and I helped to lead this master's degree program that we have started here a couple years ago, and we're looking to form a new cohort starting this summer. And so tonight is an informational session and really have three kind of agenda items that we're going to do. First is a video introduction that's about 6.5 minutes long, and we'll start with that. And then I have a brief overview of the program that I will present, and then I'll answer any questions that people may have. So let's go ahead and get started with the video.
Hi, I'm Dr. Royce-Ann Collins, Chair of the Department of Educational Leadership, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to the Master of Educational Leadership Distance Degree Program, or DMS for short. Whether your career goal includes movement on the salary schedule, preparing for a special area assignment, or an administrative position at the building or district level, this program may be just what you're looking for, and you can do it from your present location. This 36 credit hour cohort program uses technology most effectively by combining asynchronous and synchronous activities designed to introduce students to new skill levels and immediately apply that new learning in their current school situation. A dedicated full-time faculty member serves as major professor and advisor for all the students throughout the 2-year program. Cohort members learn from experienced course instructors and from each other in authentic experiences. The need for leaders at all levels within our nation's school system remains constant, and K-State is committed to recruiting students from diverse backgrounds and preparing school leaders who understand the challenges and opportunities they will encounter in leadership roles in the future, regardless of whether they are teacher leaders, building leaders, district leaders, or beyond. This distance master's degree in educational leadership satisfies the Kansas Building Level Principal license, which is required for assistant principal and principal positions, but serves just as well as a career development for teacher leaders and other school or district special support staff. These newly designed courses take a broad view of leadership, going beyond the traditional preparation of school administrators to include the knowledge and skills involved in important career transitions. The DMS curriculum is divided into 3 areas that merge traditional theory with current practice. The 9 credits in leadership core courses examine ethical dimensions, historical and philosophical analysis of educational leadership, and community relations. The 6 credits of student learning needs focus on special populations served and research-based success models. Assignments involve immediate application of new learning in your own school setting. In the 21 credit hours of leadership operations, students learn about educational finance, principles of school law, and the practice of principalship and human resource administration, as well as practices of leadership in curriculum and staff development. Effective application of technology is embedded in the coursework and application experiences for all students. The DMS program begins with a summer session and ends 2 years later at the end of the second spring semester. During those 2 years, students take 2 courses, 6 credit hours, each fall, spring, and summer semester. While scheduled synchronous class periods are a part of the learning model, these sessions are conducted by Zoom technology. You can join them from your own location. A master's in educational leadership offers many benefits and opens a variety of career options. Completing a master's degree will allow you to move up on the pay scale, take on the leadership roles at your school, and apply for a K-12 principal or assistant principal position. While some building special positions do not require the building leadership license, having that on your resume is a strength when applying to those positions. Those completing the program who choose to remain in the classroom lead school improvement teams and often are invited to participate on district and state level task force as well as professional organizational leadership roles. The DMS Masters in Educational Leadership program meets requirements for Kansas Building Leadership Initial Leadership License, but you must have at least 5 years of teaching experience when you apply for that license. K-State graduates in educational leadership are recognized as having the technical capacities and cultural humility required to lead effectively in varied settings, for large urban centers to small rural communities. If your long-range career goal includes a doctorate-level degree, the DMS provides an excellent foundation. Enrolling in the graduate school for the DMS is easy. The application is completed online. You must have a valid state-issued teaching license and should have completed approximately 3 years of teaching experience before you begin the DMS. For the application, you write a 1 to 2 page statement of objectives, which you discuss how the program will specifically benefit your career goals and aspirations, describe any relevant professional experiences within education or related field, and clarify your future professional plans. Official transcripts will be uploaded from each college or university where you received a degree or completed any post-baccalaureate coursework or degrees. You will need 2 letters of recommendation from college or university educators or colleagues or supervisors qualified to address your professional skills and potential for success in a graduate school. A completed application standard self-survey, which is in the online application, and then when you submit your application, you will pay the application fee of $65. I want to bring a special note. You do not have to be a Kansas resident to enroll in the DMS. If you are seeking state licensure outside the state of Kansas, check with your state education agency. Your state may have reciprocal agreements with Kansas and may have other requirements for the leadership license. The time is now to expand your skills and grow more in your capacity to lead and influence education in your district. Check out our website. You will find all this information and more. Please feel free to contact us with any questions. We will be happy to help you. The new Distance Masters in Educational Leadership cohort is forming now. Don't miss the summer start. Expand your leadership skills and pave your pathway to the future.
Okay, I'm going to now present and kind of amplify what was said in this video. And go from there. So we do call this the DMS, Distance Master's Degree Program. And as noted, this is going to start this summer in June, early June. And again, who's the program for? Well, it's really for people who want to become licensed as a principal or assistant principal for building leadership. But we also stress that it's also for teacher leaders, because many people go through programs such as ours and they don't even want to become a principal or assistant principal, but they are teacher leaders. And so this is for them as well. And leadership team members, and in fact, those aspiring to one day become superintendents, you also need this license in order to get the superintendent's license. So if that is a long-term goal of yours, that is something to think about. What's required by the state of Kansas? Well, we have the following requirements for your initial license. And as noted, you have to have 5 years of experience in a state-accredited school while holding a professional teaching license. But that includes even we get inquiries and people ask, well, I was a librarian, I wasn't teaching in the classroom. Well, things like that also qualify. You need to complete an approved program like our program, and then you need to pass a school leadership praxis exam, and that will all qualify you for your Kansas license. Who's the program for? Well, we believe really it's an outstanding program in a Research One university, which really holds a lot of weight. And so we kind of like to talk about that. If you're someone who wants to graduate from a Research One school, this is for you. If you're seeking the convenience of a distance program, but one that is also live, face-to-face, and not just a package program that's go on your own, this program's for you as well. And for those of you who may, in the future, in their plans, wish to pursue a doctoral degree, this program is for you as well. How is the program designed? Well, we do have 2 classes or 6 credits per semester, and it does start in the summer. And typically what we do is have your classes meet live online pretty much every other week. And we have the classes back to back. So you have one of your class, have a break in between, and then have the other class. This semester, our classes are about an hour and a half long each, maybe 2 hours long each. So it's not a whole evening of dedicated to that. And having said that, we usually start class 4:30 in the afternoon, maybe 5 o'clock, and go till maybe as late as 8 o'clock. And individual and group work is completed between the live class sessions. So we do meet in person, but then the bulk of the work you're going to do is going to be outside of class. Is this an online degree where I can take classes at my own pace? Well, it's not. Okay. It's not self-paced online. We really believe that interaction with faculty and other students is the key, and it enhances your learning and overall experience. So if you're looking for the kind of program where you just sit on your own and take a class and then take another class, one right after another, program's not for you. But we believe that teachers, leaders, and principals, and we know they don't work in isolation. So learning is best when it's done with a group and alongside your peers. What are the classes that you take? Well, as noted, it's 36 total hours. It includes a range of leadership classes, and we like to blend the theory and the practice. You'll also complete a practicum where you get to use your leadership skills. And there are also a range of activities that we have people do, such as attend a board meeting, interview current leaders, become a member of a leadership team, and a whole host of other activities. And you will also complete a final capstone project of your choice, as well as complete and submit a final portfolio of your work. And those are all done in the very last semester of your program. We get this question a lot. I already have a master's degree. Does that matter? Well, many students in our program already have a master's degree. And most of those students end up earning an additional master's degree because they find that they really have to take so many classes that they might as well get the second degree. But in some cases, you will have some classes that may be equivalent to those in the program, and from if you have a previous degree, and we'll work with you on a case-by-case basis for those classes. One thing, however, that we do point out is you may take a class that we might waive the tuition if you're already going to get credit for it, but we want you to still take the class. So you're still going to be with everybody else, but because you may have had, say, a research class, then we'll work out a situation with you. But plenty of our students already have a master's degree. We get this question a lot too. There are several other programs. Why should I choose K-State? Well, we kind of believe it's the curriculum that really prepares you, and you will not be taking the easy way out in a program that might not prepare you. You will be prepared to hit a building level leadership position right from the start if you go through our program. We also believe our program has great reputation. It's nationally recognized, and we've modeled this curriculum out of our district leader partnerships that we have throughout the state, and it's been very successful. And so we've had repeated success. And the College of Education has graduates working in all 105 counties in Kansas, all 50 states, and in 63 countries. And so that's really going to be quite a network for you. You're really recognizing people, in fact, really kind of look for our graduates from our program because they know they're going to be prepared. So it was noted in the video how you apply. It's very easy. And there's a QR code right there that you can click on that, or just look on the K-State website and you'll see it immediately. But that is available for you as well. And I am the person you can contact if you need additional information or have questions. And so we really look forward to having people join us in June. So I'll stop this now, and we will see if there's any questions that you may put in the Q&A section and go from there. Did you have anything to add to that, Dr. Collins?
No, I think that is really good. I would encourage people, if you have a question, add it to the Q&A or to the chat. Either way is fine. We can read both of those. And if you're considering any kind of leadership position in the state of Kansas in a school district, I think you would find this program, as Dr. Chia said, would really prepare you for your future. If you're not considering a leadership position, we have lots of people who are not. It still prepares you to be a leader in your school district and a leader teacher, and to be able to serve on numerous district committees or even state level committees. We all need to pitch in with what's going on with K through 12. So please feel free to reach out to us, put a question there in the chat. We'll be happy to address it.
And Dr. Collins has made me think of, this happens a lot. The people don't think they might want to pursue that. And then suddenly an opportunity comes up and they're asked because there's people in their district that view them as leaders. But if they don't have that license, then that's an opportunity missed. So we try to encourage people, if they're thinking about that at all, if you have that degree and you have that licensure, you're ready to go if somebody comes to you. And that happens a lot. And it's probably happening even more and more now.
Yes, I would agree. I've seen that already, that there's a lot of people that are being asked to step up and be a leader. I was just talking to a graduate a few weeks ago who said, I never thought I'd be in this position, but when they asked me and they saw the leadership abilities that I had, I'm very glad that I decided to step up and lead.
We do have one question that's written. It says, you mentioned that you need 3 years of experience on a professional license. Does that include an initial license? Yes, it does. And I want to do a little clarification on that. In order to be licensed in Kansas, you have to have that 5 years experience after you have completed the program, or that is included as part of that. But we actually have some people who's even started our program who are going to graduate this semester coming up that still aren't going to have their 5 years. We accepted them because they were outstanding students, and there is benefit to taking the classes when you have a little bit more experience, but it's not a deal breaker. But the experience aspect really is a Kansas requirement. Having said that, we have people in our class right now from Colorado. We have someone from Georgia. We have people from Texas, and I've had somebody from Virginia in the past, and the reciprocation on the licenses works really, really well. And if you get licensed in our state, the odds are very strong you'll get licensed in the state that you reside in if you're not in Kansas. Any other questions?
When do you usually meet on the synchronous sessions?
We've been meeting on Tuesdays, pretty much consistently. We started off that way, and it just was easier for the students to kind of block that out for an extended period of time. So I think even in the summer we met on Tuesdays. It was a little bit different time-wise. In the summer, we met earlier in the day. I think we started at maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But obviously with school going on in the spring and in the fall and spring, we have to start school a little bit later. And we accommodated our Colorado student this year because she was on mountain time, we couldn't start any earlier because there's no way she could have made it.
Was she also a school teacher?
Yes. And living in the Metro Denver area, then we sometimes had to accommodate for traffic. We also had somebody from the Dallas Fort Worth area, and if anybody knows anything about traffic down there, it's an issue as well. So we try to accommodate people as best we can. I only see one question. We'll see. maybe wait another minute or two. I just encourage people to contact me really anytime. You can just contact me. I'm really good at responding to emails quickly. So I just want to encourage everybody. We have some other students that we're going to be talking with who are in the program now who are going to provide some testimonials for people. If they're interested in that, I believe that's going to be coming up soon as well. Well, I guess I might give about 15 to 20 seconds of wait time, and then I think I don't see any other questions. So I do thank you for taking the time to join us this evening. Again, contact me. You have that information, and or contact Dr. Collins as well. So if there are no other questions, I guess we will close for the evening. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.